sure that Twitch is doing what it's supposed to. Please, Twitch. There we go. Hello, everyone. And hello to everyone in the future watching on YouTube. Of course, if you would like to join me live, come follow me over on twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. I'm really happy, actually, like, that people enjoy watching the archives of the live streams, because at first I was like, I don't know how people will take this, like, you know, every other video is like a long ass live stream archive, but at the same time I did not want to put my, you know, like my nail polish live streams on a different channel or on a new channel or something, because I feel like My Simple Little Pleasures is where they belong. But yeah, the live part of it is really fun, and I love that I don't have to edit anything, but I also really appreciate that the archives are useful for some people. Actually, let's keep this napkin out. Completely unprepared for stream today. Yay. But we need to get something done here. We need to get another tutorial recorded, because we officially don't have anything pending, because I finished editing the purple one just prior to starting stream here. So let's get a tweet sent out. So I'm like, I don't know what to say in the tweet because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, let's use my hashtag. Like, sometimes I do that kind of crap, and it's like, you're supposed to do that, and does it really matter? Is anybody else using this hashtag? I kind of doubt it. There's the tweet. Let's do a Discord post, and then I'm gonna have to decide what to do, like what polish to pull out, or what exactly what is going on these nails. So let me just get this Discord sent out. It's like the vaguest thing ever. Something's happening. Hey, Polished Soul. Thank you for joining me. I don't know what you've joined me for, but some kind of nail art something will happen. Well, it'll be a water marble. I mean, I just don't know more than that. It kind of freaks me out sometimes when I start streaming. I literally have so little direction. I need to see if this is too hot to drink. Actually, is this... So my my new coffee mug, I never did find something long enough to properly stir it. So I just shake it up, because it's got a complete seal on it. What is it called? The snap seal. Hey, loves to read. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. So I'm thinking we've got to, like, do a lot of different brands during Water Marble March. Even doing 2 marbles with the Orleys was kind of unexpected, but the testing with those just went so well. Basenji Lover, thank you for the host. Hey, Sparkly. Nail party time. I hope I can make it a party. I don't know what's going on. Like the Orleys, the testing for those just went so well. I felt like I couldn't, like, just pick one of those. So I think we're gonna move on to a different brand today. Maybe. I'm more than a little indecisive, as you can see. Well, we have, it's moving forward. The space heaters are doing surprisingly well. Honestly, like, at first I was like fucking freaked out, to be perfectly honest. Like, it was like, what? But like my room, like my little space heater, it's like one that's shaped like a little radiator. Um, when I use it, usually it's just on low and I turn it like on and off periodically. If I like crank it up and keep it on all the time, it's basically heating the whole upstairs of the house. Um, and then there's a couple space heaters downstairs. The furnace is so old that we have to do asbestos abatement, which the guy is coming to do preliminary stuff today, and they'll be cutting the cast iron furnace in half to drag it out tomorrow. So it's a lot of shit going on, but I mean, like, we're not cold in here. We're not like suffering or whatever. Sure, the electrical bill is going to be, pretty high, but then once because the thing is, the furnace companies won't do the asbestos for you. You have to do that on your own separately. So that was like the first step to doing everything else. And then once that's out, then we gotta put a new one in. Uh-oh, huge lag spike. Is it me? Or is it Twitch? I'm showing green. I hope it's not me, because the other day somebody said there was a problem, and I looked and OBS claimed it was green, but when I looked in Twitch Inspector later, it picked up the unstable event as being on my end. Oh no, you missed everything I said. Basically, we're having to do asbestos abatement, Sparkly, and we had to set it all up ourselves, and that's happening tomorrow. So they're going to be, and they have to cut the furnace in half to even get it out of the house kind of has to have been built around it or something. There's like, it's so big that it's like they can't just take it out. They have to cut it in half first. And then once that's out, we'll have to get a new one in there. But the space heaters are really doing well, like surprisingly so to me. So it's still like a super sucky situation. It's a super huge hassle. It's a super huge expense, like an additional expense on top of other expenses that have come up, and an additional stress on top of other stresses that are already going on with some family medical situations. But at least I'm not cold, so I don't know. It's lame. It is for sure lame. Yeah. So, I mean, that's been, distracting. And like I said, there's some other stuff going on too. So, like, that's why I'm not prepared. But like, we're doing what needs to be done on that. The other stuff that's going on, there's not really anything I can do. So I kind of gotta keep just, doing my job and trying to not be a complete fucking spaz. So I hope that through the magic of streaming, we can come up with a manicure today. I'm kind of thinking OPI. I'm also thinking of the lace idea that I thought of before, which if I went in black and white, I could probably just pull out the OPI black and white, because I've done that testing before. And I'm kind of tempted to just do that. But I kind of need to do some more testing also, and I don't know if that should also be with OPI, or if I should like spread it out even further and go into like different brands, which, I mean, I also have Sally Hansen and Zoya right here, and Finger Paints is pretty close. I mean, some of the brands are like, would require more digging as far as like being able to get something out right now. Yeah, it is moving forward. But yeah, there's some other family medical shit going on that's equally stressful that I have even less control over. So let's distract ourselves with pretty colors, which sounds shallow, but like, you can only stress out for so long, So, and then really, like yesterday, I almost streamed yesterday and I couldn't quite like get myself up to it. But it's like just sitting and stewing in it. Like I said, when there's not really anything that can be done, is also like not a like that's not productive. So hopefully this will be productive. We have, can you guys see here? If I, yeah. Okay, we've got an Orly, no, not Orly, OPI. We've got an OPI drawer here. So let's see. We've actually got 3 here. So let's see what we can find here. I gotta move this out of the way. Okay. I've marbled with this before. Of course I would grab for this. I don't want to use that again. I mean, I want to use something I've not used before, I feel like. I have a lot of really dark OPI colors. Here's an Alpine Snow. Oh, here's a black onyx. They're both really low. Don't I have some more of those? Kyoto Pearl. That's really pretty. I wonder if that marbles. Let's just look and see what we have. And I can't... Like the... So this thing here, this is part of what supports my ring light. So I'm sorry you guys can't have like a better view of what I'm digging through, but... Yeah, it is color therapy. I definitely agree, Sparkly. And I almost, like I said, I was kind of trying to get... What color even is this? I hate when old bottles do this shit. God, it's so gnarly. It pisses me off. I know the polish is fine inside, but it's like, I don't even know what color you are. Polish. How dare you? Let's see here. I mean, you shake it up and the bottle just looks like that forever. Oh, look, it's like blurple. It's like indigo. More like the top. I have, sometimes you can tell, sometimes you can't. Sometimes it'll end up being more like that color. And the darker is the stained part. Oh, it doesn't have a label. Oh, no! I'm like, what color is this? Fuck if I know. Does it have just like a very few, I don't know if you got, can you see? Like the sparsest handful of hollow sparkle that I've ever seen. Oh. So the thing is, I could make that happen. I don't know if my computer could handle that. I don't understand how like having multiple webcams like actually stresses your computer. But I mean, I understand that obviously running like 4 would be more. I mean, like I'm already running 3. But I have a new webcam coming, so we could do optional polish drawer. You know, maybe it could be an alt. You know what? I don't actually have a USB port for that though. That would be a problem. All my USB ports are full. If you whenever you're buying a computer, if you're doing anything beyond basic, like just toddling around on the internet, get as many fucking USB ports as possible. Because you legit, like, everything wants to plug in via USB. I swear to God. Okay, slight small rant over. OPIs do this really bad. I am kind of serious though, because I was thinking I wouldn't have to run them all at the same time, and then that wouldn't be a heavier load, like on my computer. I could, like, if I was digging through the polish drawers, I could switch the hand cam to a cam that was like above here. But really, it's like the more I think about it, the more problems I run into, because then, like, how would I aim it? Like, this is 4 Helmers wide here. There's like 1 here, and then this one, and then 2 more under here, which my TV is right here. My other TV is right here, my CRT. And then there's more Helmers on the other side of the room, and then there's shoe boxes in the bookcase, and then there's shoe boxes up there too. So where would I point the cam? I mean, most of the polish is right here. But it's butt spot, you know, sometimes it is, but I really like this. It's dark gray, looks black on camera. This is black. There, you see the top of the bottle, not the bottom of the bottle. I'll keep that out for marbling. That might be a nice dark cream accent. I'm looking for like creams. A sliding track, I know. I don't want to obstruct my window too much either. That's why I can't stack my Helmers, because they're right under my window. Space is such a... I don't know. I mean, it's a small house. There'll be more space in the basement soon. I mean, the thing is gigantic. Oh, now I'm confused. Which one of these did I marble with before? These blues are very similar. They look the same nearly on camera. Fearlessly Alice, nothing but the blues. I think I marbled with Fearlessly Alice because the other colors I think were part of the Alice in Wonderland collection. I'm picturing something like they be having it like sports events or like when they're filming movies. Like kind of like this thing here. Can you tell that this is like, it's like a 2 thingy, and then it would be like like that. Yeah, this is actually, it looks sturdy, and I mean it's like pretty tight, but you see the wobble. I don't know. I need something more secure for this ring light at this angle. Most people using a ring light I don't think are doing it quite like this, but with my limited space I don't know how else to do it. That was a sidetrack. This is pretty too. It totally does not go with anything else that I pulled out yet. I like it though. I see, it's hard like when you just don't have any direction at all, because obviously I love most of the colors in my collection. So this navy, I could go really dark. Oh, I could go really dark with this pearl in there. Look at that. Like the dark gray, the super dark navy, and the pearl. I wish this was just a little bit bluer. No. Sometimes stuff shows up early. I'm kind of not surprised that it hasn't in this weather. Wow, this is another one. OPI likes this shade of blue. This is Ogre the Top blue, which I'm assuming is more like the top. But like so many similar blues. Yeah, well we were kind of talking about a polished sole because we were talking about like I just adjusted Beanie's cam so you guys can kind of see me digging in the OPI drawer, but we were talking about like a polished drawer cam, and then like the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? What I could use is, but I'm worried like if I get like cord extensions and stuff like that I'll introduce lag, and I don't really seem to have any lag right now. I mean, like when I do like stuff like this, it's all synced up, and if I start adding cords and stuff other places or too many cameras, I don't want them to like start falling out of sync with each other, because I don't even know if that's a thing. I don't know why I'm even worried about that, but I feel like if you just I don't know, like if you plug it directly into the computer versus like getting some kind of weird USB extender cord. Yeah, it's like they're not dupes, but they're really, normal people don't need all 3 of these. Obviously, I really do like that shade of blue. Ooh, I wonder if this would work. What's this? Into the Night. Look at how like dark and bright at the same time that is. It's slightly blurplier than cameras wanting to show. Can I... Where is this camera? A little bit more like this. Not great lighting over here, but this shows the metallic sheen of it very well, more than the actual color. It's not as blue as it appears. Okay. I definitely could do more digging. I mean, I certainly could. What is this? Fit for Queensland. No, you look too sheer to mess around. Oh, silver. Maybe do we want a silver? I wonder if you would work. I was just about to say I'm going to try and experiment with these and I'm not going to dig in the drawer anymore. And like literally before I can close the drawer, I'm like seeing other things that I want to possibly play with. And I'm sorry, I'm falling behind with chat. I feel like I need to like... Okay, let's just go with this. Let's just go with this. Oh no, kittens. Oh, I've never had a kidney stone. I've known people though that have, and it's like, it just sounds like one of the most horrible, painful things. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, kittens. I'm not having a great day either. That's why we're super unorganized. But yes, we are having some color therapy. Maybe I should start having some Kevin MacLeod music in the background for added soothing ability. Is that a word? Once I start swatching, I think I probably will. Cause I can see just sitting there and like quietly painting, like not always having something to say when I mean, that's gonna be a lot of streaming. I kind of wished I had something like that to do yesterday. If I had something that straightforward to do, I think I would have streamed. Instead of just sitting around feeling kind of tense and anxious all day, but like unsure and uncreative and like not really in the mindset. But kind of like you're stuck. Kind of like I was talking about the other day, it's where routine really comes in handy. And I knew I couldn't wait past today to do a nail art stream. Because number one, I don't want to leave my nails naked any longer. They've already been naked for over a day. Purple marble did not wear super well. Not horribly. That bright blue and green one was the best one so far. My nails are looking really good right now, I feel like. I mean, they're not flawless or whatever. I've got my issues, but like no breaks, fairly even, not really stained right now somehow. I don't know where I was going with this. We need to get some water. We need to get out some polish remover. We need to get some test strips ready. And we need to get water marbling so that everybody could just like... I feel like some of that like chime music would be good for water marbling, where it's like ding, ding, for when the bullseye. I'll have to see. I want to look through Kevin MacLeod's library. Like, some people hate on like Creative Commons music, and some of it is kind of generic, but at the same time, like, you guys aren't here for the music, but at the same time I feel like sometimes like awkward silences are awkward. Hey Jackie. Yeah, like they use in yoga sometimes. I like streams where they play like a good variety of music, or sometimes they have song request on. I mean, song requests can go multiple ways. Like, you can get some weird shit coming through. But then you run into the problem of, I mean, I like putting everything up on YouTube, and if you're sitting there listening to Spotify all day, like, you're gonna get hit with a shit ton of copyright claims, and everything's either gonna be muted or it's gonna be monetized out of your control. And that's why mainly I almost never use music so far on my live streams, other than Unwritten Return, which I already know is not only safe, but is safe from incorrect matches, because YouTube's copyright tool does that sometimes too, unfortunately. It's like, oh, this is this. It's like, it's not that. I've only had that happen like, a handful of times, and it's like I just stopped using that piece of music because it's a hassle to have to file a counter notification. Maybe I should submit. They probably wouldn't approve it. Color therapy as a tag. I mean, it's a thing. It's a legit thing, I think. Yeah, exactly. Like, and sometimes, there are ways where I feel like you can police it a little bit, like require people to have, a certain amount of, in chat points or whatever, or, but a lot of times I don't know, it just ends up kind of weird. Sometimes it's really good, or like channels that maybe have a mod that is really good at just like creating a chill kind of random playlist of stuff of, and my definition of chill is like wide ranging. Like, it could be some 80s pop, and that's chill to me because it's nostalgic. You know what I mean? Well, no, a lot of you guys do. I like that too. I was going to say, most of you guys are probably too young to know about that, but a lot of you guys are not too young. You guys are like my age. It's so nice. You're starting to get old when you feel like when you go out and about that like everyone around is younger than you and you can't relate to anybody. Island peas. They're so pretty. I only ever ordered the one time. Let me grab the cup of water. Should be decently temperate. It's been up here since last night. Ooh, dribbling. Dribbling on my leg. A little bit more. God, I like can't pour. I'm inept. That's what paper towels are for, I guess. Since you were 11. And I don't dislike modern music. I mean, I like some modern music too. Oh, here it is. Here's the acetone. Okay, so let's swatch these. Let's swatch them first. Of course, I was like, I don't know which one of these I really want to start with. What got on this orange stick? It's taking so long to get off. Sorry. Slightly distracted by just getting it back clean again. Okay. Put you safely, hopefully safely, up there. This page is kind of full. Well, I mean, it's got stuff like down here. I guess I could use the middle of the page. We could do like... That's fine, I guess. Today is the 13th. Okay, we'll start with this white. I think this is kind of probably a lot like... Oh, I should move this back. Beanie's not with us, but maybe he'll join us. A lot like this, which is what I used as my base last week. Even sheenier. Sheenier? More sheenish? Like they're obviously, you would describe both of these as white pearls. Not the same. Actually, these are more different than them 3 OPI blues were, actually. How about that? So this is a Kyoto Pearl. I don't remember if I said that. And it's a black label, so it's full of delicious chemicals. Usually, I don't know, they've gone back to making their labels black now though, haven't they? Black text. So it's like, well, now how are you supposed to tell? I mean, you can kind of tell that it's an older label just by like how it looks, and it's a little bit worn, it's a little bit, I don't know. Uh, Unfrost My Heart. Most of them have this very dark green text. This is like a real foily silver. This might not water marble. Oh, it's smooth though. It applies really nice. I kind of, yeah, that might actually, maybe that would marble. You'll have to see. Sometimes when they're like metallic or foily, they want to dry really quick, or they get that texture where when you draw through them with the orange stick, they kind of curdle. This is Dark Side of the Mood. See, and I don't feel like this one is old enough to be original Black Label. Like, is this new Black Label? I mean, look at the difference in like the layout and the barcode and shit. Like, I saw a thing one time about how you can tell like the season of like a pair of jeans, like spring 2017, by checking the label. That designers make very subtle changes to their logo, like every season, so that their clothes could be dated, like so that you could be like, well, that's 3 seasons out of date, I don't want that, or some shit. And I was like, so it's kind of the same with nail polish. It's like there's all these different, even like this one, like look at how the serial numbers or whatever the hell it is are printed on there differently. Like all the text is green, but the black stuff is like a slightly different thing going on between these. And this blurple one is Into the Night. I guess it's supposed to be midnight blue, but it's blurple. Oh, it's kind of watery. It's so pretty though. Like it's sheer. Like, see how if I like wipe it and just, it's watery. You guys aren't very close at all. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So these are the same color. Let's put a circle around them. Wow, that's not a circle. It's not an oval either. It's just a container. It might still pop up. It's like, I mean, it's hard even to see in the swatch, but that metallic pop, if we use a darker base color. What? Come get in your chair. What? Get in your chair. Beanie is here, y'all. And let's swatch this last dark blue. Light My Sapphire. I've used this for something before. This is really dark. I like it though. Like, part of me wants to go full on dark. Just the black, the blurple, and the navy. Part of me wants to just go with all 5 of them. Hey, good boy. Why don't you settle down? The mic picking that up? Are you talking to us today? Oh, now you're not gonna do it. Now that I like turned the microphone in your direction. Now you have nothing to say, Benny? Little shit. Oh. Are there strangers here? Is that what you came to tell me? If so, you're just gonna have to deal with that. You can't come over here right now. Looking away like that. I saw him looking at my lap like he was just gonna jump up in there. Wow, you can't even... The navy really looks dark on camera. And the silver looks super like foily and sparkly and almost like textured from that angle there. I definitely like the... I'm gonna see if these will just all 5 work. I mean, that will give us more information than merely sitting here speculating. So let's fold up a little test strip. Oh, we'll need to zoom you guys out again. I'll try not to forget. Are you so curious? You know what you can have? You know what you can have? You'll probably flip out immediately onto the floor. If you have like just extra socks. You could just stuff them full of catnip and tie them in a knot. Beanie. Oh, look at this here. Yeah, you like that? A little sock passy for Benny. Oh, it matches you. It's also gray. He's like... he's doing the bunny kicks. Could you scoot just a little bit to the left so you could be more on camera with your adorableness? Okay, so that should keep him occupied. They last literally forever. Beanie's favorite one belonged to Frisky. I don't know how it in the work possibly still has any like catnip smell left to it. But he loves it. That one, however, is fresh. So it's particularly, yeah, you can lick on that, get your little catnip on, clean your dirty booty, settle down, not be filled with badness. I feel like I've changed something here. Can I? There. Like I always struggle with like keeping this out of Beanie's cam. There. That's better. Okay. Whoa. Okay, that's already open. Oh. Yeah, I mean, he has like a whole collection of them. They're all over the place. Well, all over the place upstairs. I'm sure Clark would probably destroy it if it got downstairs. So... I mean, if we just do like darkest, is the blue darker or is the gray darker? The gray is darker. The gray is darker than the navy. Okay. Here we go. Let's actually. Oh. Last time we discovered I was leaning like this and like, I mean, you can kind of see if I exaggerate it blowing on the cup. But yeah, that half of the cup was like drying faster than the other half. And so let's have good posture today. I'm surprised how quickly he settled. He didn't even mess with it that long. Just got a couple bunny kicks. Like, we are mixing finishes here, which can be a problem, but I mean, the only way to know is to try. Oh, look at this, you guys. Oh, don't go crooked. Why are you going so crooked? Erg. I mean, that's deal withable, though. I maybe should have cleaned the surface before doing this. I could probably get in even more drops than that. What if I... I mean, these are really nice and wet. I mean, I'm not gonna dip this. I'm just. What should we do? What kind of design should we do, you guys? Gobstoppers. That now I want some. I love candy that's just like fucking pure flavored sugar. Gobstoppers, nerds. Mmm. What do I have sweet? I have those eggs. I don't want one of those. Cinnamon churro, Russell Stover Easter eggs. Taste at your own risk, because like I just like trying new shit. I'm like, oh, I ain't never seen that before, and then sometimes the shit's really good and it's like, damn, I need like 8 more of those. I mean, I didn't get 8 more, I only got 4 more, and I've managed not to eat them all, so they're really, really good though. You know, since I know that these actually do work, let's do some base color testing. So put out the dark gray. Oops, you guys can't see me. The navy. And then on this one we'll do the blue and the silver. Blurple. Lemon drops. I like lemon heads. Oh, you know what? Oh, where is that? I think it's in one of these boxes. I'm possibly a food hoarder. Cause I just thought I bought some candy that I bought like quite a while ago, and I don't think that I ate. It's like lemon drops, except it's watermelon flavored. That would hit the spot right now, but they're not like out. They're not like accessible. I guess this will have to cut my sweet tooth for now. Excessively hot and creamy tea. Nutcracker sweet, if anybody is wondering. So okay, let's clean the surface off. I will be interested to see how this looks over the different base options. And I do think I should try dripping it in both directions. So this one will start with the white instead of with the dark gray. And I'm leaning, but I'm trying to lean back a little bit also. It's not like fully spreading here. I need to give it a pull. Now imagine the chiming of yoga chimes. Ping pong bong. Maybe I should hang wind chimes in my room. I shouldn't laugh, but I'm leaning on the desk and marbling. You know, this color combination, oh my god, do you guys see it? What does it remind you guys of? It looks so purple in the cup. If I had like banana stickers like Dr. Crotron, I would award banana stickers to whoever identified what this looks like first. It's a design from 3 months ago. Like 3 months ago. Oh my god, it's giving me such vibes. Oh, why are you doing that? And I see. Let's dip. Whoa. Let's dip this way first. Okay, that turned out okay. And of course, I didn't do a swatch of the white, but the white is anything that's not any of the other colors. So any of the overflow, anything that's against the plain paper is a white test. And it would just add, hopefully, a little bit of pearliness, because a lot of these are pretty sheer when marbled. Hey, Julia. Sugar royalty. Yeah, I love the silver too. I'm glad it's spreading. Yes, the winter branches, but more specifically, the snowy branches, because I have winter branches also. But yeah, the winter snowy, snow-covered branches. So what we absolutely don't want to do, I think, where do I have my? I believe that the water marble that went with that, we did round petals. So what we absolutely do not want to do for this is fucking round petals. Because otherwise it's just going to look too similar. Okay, I just want to confirm that I'm correct. Oh, fuzzy. Basement problems. I feel you on the basement problems. I mean, my basement problems are different. But, yeah, I'm kind of stressed out, Julia, but we're having some color therapy and doing what I can do instead of worrying about what I can't do anything about. So, hey, yo. We are having some adulting IRL and also family health issues that are weighing heavily upon me, but there's not anything I can do about them right now. So, fuzz butt. It didn't, as far as the spreading, it didn't spread horribly with the white first, but I kind of feel like it did spread better with the dark first. So I probably will stick with that unless I come up with a design that like wants the white on the inside. So, I mean, we've already done chevrons this month. This could be the one that is chevrons in the opposite direction now, mind you. We need to see what it looks like over this dark before I come to a final decision. I mean, even just like a single long chevron, like a down the center of the nail type of a design, could be really cool. Because even with the pearl white and the silver in it, it's not like a brightly colored water marble. It's more like dark. Definitely winter. Somebody was trying to complain about winter looking designs. Like, well, it's winter for me. It's a weird, gross winter, but still winter. Yeah, exactly, Sparkly. Everyone who's stressed out, please just watch the polish. Watch as I slowly drag through the polish. Look at that, you guys. Let your problems melt away as we make... Wait, I'm doing the exact same design I just did. What am I doing with my life here, you guys? Okay, let's we'll do petals. We'll do petals. Just watch the petals appear as the polish follows the gentle stroking of... Oh god, it's fucking drying. See, I can't maintain. I can't maintain the Bob Ross. Oh, it really is though. I mean, like when I edit my own videos and stuff, there's something so strangely satisfying about like just what, oh god, I'm going way too slow. I got to step it up. About like watching the designs appear, and it's never the same because all polish reacts differently, and I mean, you never ever draw the same exact design twice because it's just fucking impossible. Okay, that's like not super great, but we're gonna go with that. Oh wow, the darkness. The darkness. Where is my... I don't think the darkest two colors are gonna work because it's the pearl can't stand up to it. I really like how the blue is flashing right here, but when I look at it really closely, part of that is like in the center gap where there's not. Of course, that isn't flashing as strong over the dark. I really like the blurple in particular over the darker bases, rather than how it looks over white. Can you see the line there? And how like it's deeper and more vibrant? Yeah, like right there. See? That's where my little test swatch ended, and then there's like a little gap between where the gray ends and the navy starts. That's just the white, and that's where part of the blue is. And it's, I mean, it's not bad. In fact, you know, okay, so maybe it is worth a test swatch with the pearl, because the pearl will probably change it more than just a plain white. Hopefully. I mean, actually, yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Hey, Borb, I'm hanging in there. Doing a little bit of water marbling. We said no round petals, but if we don't put them in a flower shape, it won't look as similar. Because, okay, let me, hold on. Hold on. I'll show you guys what we did. Hello. This one. Okay, no judging my tabs if you can see my tabs when I turn this on. Maybe they'll be off screen. They'll be off screen. People love to judge how many fucking tabs I have open. Because it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. I know it's a lot. This is the one we did for Christmas. So, hold on. Let me get to the two-hand shot. It's right at the beginning, so it's easy to... There, finish. Okay, so you see it was the flower in the cup, and then, you know, each two nails got half a flower. So if we do something that's a little bit more like... Oh, you can't see this because I got to close this again. Something more like this. I mean, that's not really going to look the same. Plus it is, I mean, it is bluer. That was like grayed out lavenders. It ended up looking purple, even though it was mostly done in grays. It was very interesting. 12 Days of Christmas turned out really great. And there were some days where we were in this exact same situation of not exactly knowing what the fuck we were about to do. And it worked out. So we're going to work it out today too. Yeah, so, okay, let me finish just quickly folding this. We'll give it a quick coat of the pearl, and we'll see how this blue pops out against the pearl. The other option is, so, like when you're marbling, of course, like the polish is spreading out. You've got a very, very thin coat. If I cram some more drops in there, in theory, we'll have, each ring will become, you know, a little bit thicker as it gets pushed. So let's just, can you guys see how freaking shiny this is? I mean, it's just like, woo, there we go. It's such a nice pearl finish. Streaky as fuck. Like, the brush strokes are super noticeable, but I don't think that should make a difference in the marble. Okay, so let's go. Don't breathe in the cup. I might try actually both. No, I should just do one. And then I should try the next one on the last test. Because we're already, I mean, this is 5 colors, so even just doing 2 rounds, we're at 10 drops. So a whole nother round would be 15. Sorry about that. I apologize. Pro Strimmer obviously turns off all things with alerts prior to strimming. So, I mean, and especially if we go like super narrow, which I think we can with these because they are behaving really nicely when I'm not like fucking around a wool gathering. I mean, we could either go also, we could go horizontally or vertically with these. If we went vertically, I could even, well, let's see how this looks. Wow, that wasn't very well centered on there, but you can still see. The blue is popping more. More, almost, definitely more over, I think, just the white than it did over the silver. Using it as a base on its own, I don't know, could be problematic because it is so sheer. I really usually like to avoid doing 2 base coats if possible. Like, it's cool looking. The white and the silver are kind of blendy in the middle. Let me try cramming in some additional drops and see how that works out. And we'll just dip the base colored side. Actually, let's just clean this. There's a lot of floaties in here. Oh, okay. Let's also close that. Where are you? There you are. Go away. Goodbye. What you beeping? So like with this kind of a, you could go, ooh, damn it. Sorry, smeared it. Trying to demonstrate. You can either go this way or this way. Well, or obviously the other way, but like gives very different looks depending on what angle you go on. Or, you know, like at a 45-degree angle or some kind of weird. It's kind of like what I was saying about the chevrons. We did sideways chevrons, but once you turn them, and actually, I was talking about that too, wasn't I? Like a single chevron down the center of the nail, which is, you know, kind of like what I did with the swoops, except you're getting 2 swoops. You know, like that sort of an area. Let's see if we can get 15 drops. 2, 3, 4. Jesus. It's fine. Everything's fine. 5. No casualties. 6. No harm, no foul. 7. Only gave myself a small heart attack. 8. We're going crooked again. 9. 10. Oh man, what was I thinking? Well, keep going. 11. 12. 13. Maybe stop at 13. Well, not because it's like 13, but like stop on the blue. I wonder how it would react to that. Let's see. Julia, that happens to me so often. Like, I'm so clumsy. I don't know how I've never broken a bone. Like, really? The other thing, like when you're doing like this, sometimes it can be cool to do like not such straight petals, like adding in some wiggles, like gives you some a little bit different shapes. God, this is really wet. I don't feel like that was a very good dip on my part. I feel like I distorted the design a lot. And the blue is really like faded. I can't cram in that many. Okay. I can't cram in that many drops. But okay, I have something else I want to try. I want to make this blue more prominent. I feel like this blue is what is kind of special about this marble. I don't want to make it too wide, though. Maybe I do just need to... Which is the one that has that as a base color? Like this side? The white is just so subtle over anything but plain white. Well... Okay. 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 Let's try this. Let's just see how this looks. Like, I strongly want to use all 5 colors. But let's just see how it looks if we take out the white. Let's get these laid out over here so they can just dry. Can I put these here, Beanie? Is that fine? We'll do a blue base on at least one of these. Yeah, like it's weird. It's very, that's a great shot. See how it's like streaky and sheer and like I'm not enthusiastic about using it as a base color just to get it to pop more in the marble. Maybe the other side. Which of these was better? Boy, that's difficult to tell, isn't it? It worked really nice over the darker blue. So let's do the darker blue on the other side here. We'll do 2 tests without the white. We'll try not to knock over any polished bottles this time. I mean, it's really not. It's like when a bottle of polish falls over, it's not. But, you know, it's hard to remember that when it's an accident. Like, I was only able to maintain my cool there because that was intentional. Whenever you knock anything over accidentally, it's a moment. Alright, we're not using the white. Let's put the white over there. So now we're down to only 4. So we might need to do like 3 rounds, which would put us at 12. Which should be okay. This could be like the Winter Night water marble. Does that sound silly? Oh, I feel like I'm pushing it. I am pushing it. Willfully pushing it. Alright. Actually, this feels pretty good with 12 drops. It gets uneven though, like if you think about dipping into nails this way, because the side that you're pulling towards becomes like more concentrated. Like if you consider like this thick silver is the middle line, and then there's like this is the next line of silver, oops, on this side, and this is on this side, and you see how like tiny and compact it is compared to like up here it's more stretched. And I could try to like stretch it back this direction to even it up. I don't know if that would really work. See, it wants to stretch the top first still. Like to stretch this out, I'd have to like carefully pull it down a little bit, and even that, well, I'd have to probably have done any of it before I talked about it for 5 minutes. Of course, there is still like a nice, like if you consider nail width, like this kind of a channel. Whereas if you're dipping either like this or, you know, from this side, then they'll be in like the same similar density area. Let's... Oh. That's really nice. It's not picking up the blue, but it's picking up that glow. You guys see it? It's really... Oh, camera, I hate you sometimes. Like, I really do. That's actually great. That is actually really good. Both sides. The side I was worried about is this side. Looks fine. And this is the tighter side, and that looks fine too. The thing that more catches my eye, and maybe it's just me, is that we've got some skinnier, tighter petals up here, and then these couple are a little bit wide. I'd want to try and keep them more like this width than that width. I like that a lot. Let's, yeah, that worked pretty good. I think we're getting somewhere, you guys. I think we're getting somewhere, and I think that somewhere is a manicure. So let's just try this one more time over the other base color. Oh, okay. And I mean, depending on how you're comfortable, you can go like this way too. I usually decide which way I'm pulling the bullseye based on like how it spreads and if there's any uneven sides. Let's keep it like super, super, super skinny. You can like wipe, you know, as you get to the edge of the cup. Save on trips to the paper towel. And of course, I've done enough that would be wide enough for a nail. But I almost always do the whole cup just so you have options. Just so you can look at the whole thing and not just have like one section that's just big enough for your nail where you don't have any options. And not only that, but then you have to be like flawless in your dip. There's a bubble there. Whereas this, God, you guys, this looks really good. Am I the only one feeling this, or do you guys agree? Like, I think this is, whoa. This is really good. Alright. Even darker. I think the blue base is the way to go. Now the question though is this blue enough? I might just have to do 2 coats. That's what the solution is going to be. This is just a little bit too dark. This like more blue and more tones and more character come through. Parts still show up kind of sheer. I don't know if I should do 2 coats of the blurple or if I should do a coat of white and then a coat of the blurple so that it's like the paper. Yeah. Silver base is, oops. Let me move this. Silver base is this half, this, like the way they are right here, purple silver, it's purple silver. Well, and the white's included in this marble too. The main thing that is I'm picking up is the difference between most of these is how the blurple is popping out. Like see how it just catches the light there? And that's the really dark background. Same thing happens when it's itself as the background. You get that more pop of a color as opposed to with these. I mean, like you can still see it, but it's not doing that. I'm tempted to try silver with the blue on top. I kind of feel like white with the blue on top is probably what I should do. Because otherwise, I mean, of course, you know, your nails, when you're painting with the sheer color, your nails are not an even base. And so if it's not opaque, then you got like basically 2 different color base colors. And to get it to look like the paper, I mean, you guys saw how sheerly it applied on the paper. It wasn't solid blue. Oh, you know what I should do? Okay, I understand now. We gotta do 2 more tests. And we need to... Okay. I think that these will be the last tests. And then we'll just see. And then we'll just we'll do a manicure. How long have I been going? I might take a quick bathroom break before we start the manicure. So let's test. We'll put down a coat, we'll let it dry for a minute, and we'll do a second coat so that it's more opaque blue. And then we'll do one over here that is actually with the pearl base with the blue on top of it. Yeah, and then we'll decide for sure. I really feel like it's one of these though. I'm going back and forth between which one I like better. I mean they're very similar. This is the blue and this is the navy. Basically, this one is more blue. Like the navy overpowers itself. Like the bright blue still pops against the navy, but with the brighter blue base, the navy pops more against the gray or next to the gray. Like you can't really, like on this one you can tell we got gray, navy, blue. On this one it's just like dark and then blue. The gray and the navy are indistinguishable nearly. That's the problem that I have with the darker color. That's why I'm leaning more toward the blue. Or it would make sense to just like cut one of the colors, because if you can't even tell where one starts and the next stops, you know. Okay, let's put another coat of blue here. So like at 2 coats, it's fairly opaque-ish. And then we'll do a coat over the pearl white, which is kind of a streaky mess, but can you make room here? There. I should put these away somewhere. All the other testing from this month. Yeah, I could. I have a, I don't know if I want to call it a nasty habit, because I do it knowingly, of wanting to go in like gradient order whenever I'm marbling. So you see we've got kind of a sheer thing and kind of a bluer thing here. Like going from darkest to lightest instead of... We could test it. We could test it on one of these. I don't know if I want to, though. Because I really like the way that looks already. Let's just try this one regular. And I can think about it for another couple minutes. Don't lean, self. Don't lean. Well, that's super lopsided now. Okay. So like this one, since it's lopsided drifting to that side of the cup, it's kind of like drifting down here this way and this way. I'm gonna pull it like right there. Like that. Kind of messy. It's a test. Keep it up with the very, very skinny chevrons. Or not chevrons, petals. I just can't even talk properly. Words are hard, you guys. Okay, let's we'll dip this one on the white side. Like, it's okay. There. I think the 2-coat blue side is maybe going to be the side. Please don't go lopsided, bullseye. Would make me so happy if you just properly spread. Yes, thank you, bullseye. Good bullseye. This is really satisfying because the rings are really even for the most part. And a lot of the ones that we've done this month has been either like a struggle to find the colors that'll do it, or just dealing with colors that will not, that work together but will not do it evenly. There. Okay. Yeah, if the bullseye stays nice and centered. Also, having like a very, very light touch, like barely dragging along the surface as opposed to actually dipping the orange stick like in, you get less drag and you get less distortion. I mean, some is kind of unavoidable. Yeah, that one's got just so much more blue to it. So I think that's how we're going to go. I don't know what I'm going to call this, though. Winter Night Sky does not... does not really make any sense other than the fact that it's kind of like the winter branches, which weren't even called winter branches. They were called snowy branches. Alright, so let's close these up. We've already got the tutorial camera out. God, some of these bottles are so gross. I think I just need to go take a quick bathroom break so that it's not a more urgent need halfway through the manicure. And we can get going. So, if you need your own refill or your own snacks, what if I do that? Is that... Yeah, we can do that. You guys can look at this while I'm gone. Oh, wait, is there going to be room for the BRB screen? It is currently 4:40. I'm going to try and be super prompt. I'll give myself 5 minutes. And then when I get back, we gonna do a manicure. So, I'm gonna just find you guys some music. And also let me say thank you for your patience. And, come on here, folders. Okay, here we go. I'll be back. I have returned. Ooh, with a whole minute to spare. I realized haven't decided on a direction. Like, do we just want to go in? Or do we want to go in? Or do we want to go in? Oh, I can't even see chat. Hello. Move, music window. Hello, chat. Thank you all for your patience. I definitely need to decide this, like, before I get to, like, dipping. It's probably been quite a while since I did just horizontal petals across the nail. Like, I could definitely... I would see, like, if I went that way, aiming for, like that. Like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, Beanie! Don't go over there. Come over here. Here, look, I'll give you back your whole chair. Look, it smells like catnip, man. I mean, it is catnip. Doesn't it smell like it? Oh. Hey, Erica. Thanks for joining us. I'm doing alright. We are just about to get started. We just finished some testing of designs and base colors. And, about to get started on the actual manicure. Once I slightly get organized. Get a fresh paper towel. And get my nails cleaned up. Do I have my base coat out here? Yes, I do. Base coat is here. Seche Vide is here. Latex is here. We should be good to go. Maybe get out some fresh acetone here. Cooking dinner? What's for dinner? I'm gonna have to eat, like, right after I'm done streaming, because I already felt my stomach growling. Which seems to, like... I mean, I guess it's one of those, like, your mom would be like, you know, thinking burns calories too, or something like that. Like, it's not exactly, like, strenuous activity, but streaming always makes me hungry, it seems like. Way earlier than I would be hungry on a non-streaming day. And we've got some weird beanie hairs in here, but I'm just going to try and make sure none of them stick on my nails. And I'm just, as usual, it's like swiping down with some acetone to make sure everything is super clean, super dry, and any residue of anything is gone. I hope I hope I only have to do 2 coats of the blue for base and not 3. That's the one thing I guess I'm worried about with this one, is the color that I want to use as the base color is kind of a sheer blue, but I mean, the testing showed I don't want to mess around with trying to layer it over white either, because that was just not working. I guess we'll see. We'll see in fairly short order. It's not like I have to tune in next week. We'll see in like 5 minutes. So, let's get the camera on. I've been trying to remember to mount it on the ring light before I get started, so that I know it gets really, really shaky if I have to mount it during stream. So I've been trying to remember to, like, get it ready beforehand. Okay, base coat. And for anybody new here, for Erica or anybody else that may happen to be lurking, I do actually record my YouTube tutorials during stream, so I've been told it's fairly easy to tell when I'm talking to the camera and when I'm talking to you guys, so Starting out with clean, dry nails, we're going to begin with a base coat. I'm using Ready for Takeoff, which is a peel-off base, and you can use whichever is your personal favorite. And of course, if you watch my videos, you are probably used to 90% of the things I say. Because they're always, well, not always, but usually the same. This base coat is getting really low. I have another one that's also really low. I should probably, like, combine them together. But, surprise, procrastination. Who would have thought that I would possibly procrastinate? What do you keep flashing at me? Oh, probably telling me to get up and move around. My Fitbit. It's like you can set it like if you don't have 250 steps in an hour or something to like remind you to get up and move around, which is a great reminder, but I can't do that right now. Probably got like half that just running all the way down to the bathroom. Alright. Oh, I should have zoomed you guys in. I'm so sorry. There. Closer. Not creepy close. I've been told nobody wants to be creepy close. But I'll have to... Maybe by the end of this month, I'll probably be used to it. It's just with the water marbling, having to zoom in and out so that you guys have either a proper vantage of my nails or a proper vantage of the cup. It's like I seem to forget to either zoom you in or zoom you back out one way or the other at some point during the manicure. What is that weird little... Get off. It's a fuzzy. Ew. Oh, thank you, Sparkly. Enjoy your lurk. Yeah, they're really... I was saying at the beginning of stream, like... They've still got some issues. I mean, it's winter and they're dry, but like I don't have any patches right now, and that is just really kind of so enjoyable. They look super good with base coat on. Let me finish putting my base coat on. Hides how dry they are after swiping them with acetone. But yeah, like I've had my manicure off since I think Monday evening. So I have really been mindful to like super like oil them up extra when I don't have a manicure on, because I am a little stingier with the oil when I'm using a peel off base coat, because otherwise you're really going to be losing your peelies way earlier than you want to. Okay, so we want to make sure to let this dry fully so we get a good peel. I probably could put this black and white away. I'm thinking, I mean, you can see how low these are. I'm thinking I have to have another bottle of OPI black and white around somewhere. Maybe I just didn't find them at the same time. I was going to say they should have kind of been next to each other in the drawer. I was trying to do that for brands where I knew I had multiple bottles of certain things, but they might just be in one of the other drawers. It's just kind of a pain in the butt when marbling with polish that's this low, because you kind of have to like hold it and keep it at an angle in order to get enough of a drop on your brush. And I think that if I pursue the lace idea, I kind of think I want to do it in black and white. Oh, no sleep. Is it just sleep? Is it seeping in through the foundation? We used to have a ton of trouble with that. Like, I mean, we've been in this house for a long time, but like constantly working to like slope the areas around the house away so that water flows away. But when it rains heavily, it just like, it's impossible. You look down the stairs and there's like a puddle at the bottom of the stairs. It's like, oh, time to mop things up and turn up the dehumidifier. Yeah, I hope, well, the ground is more frozen, so we're getting a lot of rain. I was going to say, I hope that it doesn't start flooding down there while they're fucking installing the new furnace or taking out the old one. Like, way to make shit worse. But, I mean, the ground is frozen, so it shouldn't be seeping in the way it normally does. It's so fucked up outside though, you guys. I feel horrible for the guys, for all the workers, because it's like, especially in back with Clark this year, it's been really hard to like actually keep things cleanly shoveled. And now everything that wasn't like cleanly shoveled is like this hard packed ice. And then all day today and most of the day yesterday, it's been raining. So that hard snow packed icy crap has now got like an extra slick layer on top of it. And started trying to ice chip it when it was like warm out and sunny, but it just, all that we managed was to move the growing puddle away from the base of the stairs by a few feet. Like there's gonna be a puddle somewhere wherever the pavement and the ice meet. We're just about dry enough, I think, here to move forward. Give it just a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, it's like I want to sometimes, and if I have trouble getting it off, I reach for cuticle oil too. I try not to use too much right before I record. Or I try to remember not to do it like right before my intro and outro either, because if my fingers are too shiny, they look really weird on camera. Like sometimes I've gone back and I'm like, why do my fingers look like that? It's like, oh, probably, like applied cuticle oil and hit record. But yeah, definitely, like if I do it, I kind of try to just like apply it and not rub it in aggressively like I kind of normally would, because the more you like, especially around the cuticle area, like you're getting it in there. Even like greasy foods or something, sometimes be mindful. Don't eat your nail polish. Okay, so let's get these in order here. Ookie dookie. The colors that I'll be using today are all from OPI. The darkest gray is Dark Side of the Mood. The navy is Light My Sapphire. The kind of blurple metallic blue is Into the Night. And the silver is Unfrost My Heart. I'm going to be using Into the Night as my base color, and then protecting around my nails with liquid latex and tape. Alright, you guys. I expect to have to do more than one coat. So, actually, that's better than I thought. 2 coats should be fine. 2 coats will be fine. Don't worry about it. Sometimes it's hard not to worry about it until it's actually done, though. But I think the second coat should build this enough to be an even enough base coat for water marbling. Should be fine. We'll all just hold our breath and cross our fingers until then. Well, breath holding periodically, since that's a little bit more dangerous than finger crossing. Yeah. I mean, it's buildable. Actually, I got the thickest coat on my pinky. Unlike some of these others are like really thin. When I'm like doing a half a coat before the coat's even dry, it's kind of a weird formula. And then we'll do one more like full coat. Pizza and beer. I mean, pizza is wonderful. I cannot say that beer is wonderful to me, but if beer is wonderful to you, then it sounds wonderful. And if it was me, I don't know what I would most want to have. Probably just root beer. I love root beer. Of course, I could have hard root beer. which I also love. And speaking of alcoholic beverages, we've had quite a bit of fun the last couple times I've done tipsy streams. So I am considering like a St. Patrick's Day tipsy stream, but I don't know yet. I used up all my vodka last time, and it's so crappy out that I don't really want to go out even just to run to the liquor store. So we'll see if I go out before Sunday. I hope the roads don't stay so bad. I have a dentist appointment next week. I'll have to leave the house. Oh my god. Alright. Give that a sec to dry. Fried chicken. I could go for some fried chicken or some chicken wings. We're always talking about food. But sometimes I can just talk about it and not be like super sad I don't have any food. And today is like not one of those moments because I actually am like really hungry already. Trying to, maybe it's because I need to get just on like a better meal schedule, period. Sometimes I eat dinner so late that I don't eat anything else, but then I'm like up so late that really I probably should have something else. I mean, obviously like not right before bed. Oh, I'm not recording this. I should have been. Oops. And I don't think I had anything after dinner last night, so sometimes that makes me more hungry the next day. This is a very pretty blue. I think if you were going to wear it on its own, you'd want 3 coats, or possibly that white base that we rejected. Well, we didn't reject it, that we decided not to use. But it's more opaque than I thought it would be in 2 coats. Honestly, on camera, you can barely see the visible nail line. I can in person. It's so weird. There you can a little bit. So weird how things read so differently on camera. The roads are also really frustrating because there's like a parking restriction and some people just like refuse to obey the parking restriction. Like you're only supposed to be on one side of the road, period, regardless of if it's a snow emergency or not, because there's so much snow that the roads are just too narrow if people are parked on both sides. And people are just like refusing to obey it. It's like, dude, what the hell? Do you want your car to get run into? I don't get it. Like, that's not a hard thing to obey. See, now this polish makes me think as I'm sitting here just watching it. Like, now when I get to swatching this, do I have any of my swatchers in chat right now? I know a lot of you guys do swatches. Do you do all your swatches the same number of coats? Or if you do different number of coats, do you keep note of what number of coats? And if so, how do you keep note? Like, do you have a spreadsheet like me and you just note the number of coats in the spreadsheet? Or do you make like a little note on the swatch stick? Or do you just stick to 2 coats regardless? Yeah, I really like it. And it's not quite as blue as it shows on camera. Like if I go in this camera over here, wow, it looks different on the nail than it does in the bottle. Of course, the light outside is changing too from when I showed it over here before. How about here? It's slightly more purple. I'll just continue to say that since none of my cameras want to cooperate. Formula, like I said, is a little bit sheer. Could be considered a little bit lacking in that respect, but it's work withable. Alright, on to tape and latex. Yeah. Like, I was thinking of it before, and I was like, well, maybe I could, like, put, like, make a note either on the label, or I could, like, make some kind of notation on the handle or something, like, or even, like, dots of the polish. Like, do a dot of polish on the handle of the swatch stick for each layer that I did. I was like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe it's not that fucking deep. Maybe you just paint it as it looks nice. But I feel like that's information I would want to know coming back later. Like, how many coats did it take to achieve this? I suppose I could just put it on my spreadsheet, rather than trying to cram too much additional information right on the swatch stick. I mean, I already do plan to track in my spreadsheet as I'm swatching, like a, swatched yes or no column. So I could just add right next to that a coats column. How many coats to opacity? Of course, then too, I had already had the thought, like with certain glitter toppers or glitters in general, that it would be nice in some cases to have 2 swatch sticks for one, because like one would be like if you were to just stroke the color on, or the glitter, like if you were to use it as a topper, and then have a second swatch stick of it applied with a sponge, like to full opacity. I mean, I suppose you could, in fact, I remember reading somebody that when they were doing their swatches, they did various layers. Like, they did a coat, and then, like, the top 2/3 was 2 coats, and then the top third was, like, 1 coat. That seems like not something I want to do. Really bad at painting your nails. I'm not the greatest either. I try to be careful, but the magic trick is a cleanup brush, so that you can just fix your mistakes with polish remover. You stick to 2 coats regardless. Oh, yeah, if you're sensitive to the smell, I would say a lot of the companies, like, I've talked about it before and said, like, how absurd some of it is starting to sound. But I think, like, the Color Club watercolors that they have at Walmart now, I'm assuming, like, online places too, and I may be wrong about this, that's always, like, a little asterisk, but I want to say they're, like, 18 free. So as the more and more things that they remove from polish, like, the less and less they seem to smell. Like, the old chemically packed stuff, if you have any old polishes from, like, the 80s or 90s, like, some powerful smell there. But you may want to just, like, look into those and see if they're maybe, like, less strong, or if they're neutral enough that they don't bother you. And I mean, I always recommend, of course, like, well ventilated area, because even like, not as bad nail polish, I mean, it's still not like, I don't think you can have, like, organic nail polish or something, and certain other things too, like the it's actually not handy. Oh, it's over there. The stuff that I use for patching my nails, that's some of the grossest stuff ever in the whole world. I hate that. That is the worst smelling stuff I've ever used. Gel polishes smell a little bit to me. They smell different than regular polish. They kind of smell when they're curing too. I don't know. Gel polish is weird. That is an option for a longer, or doing like a sandwich method, and then you don't have to do it as often with like a gel base, and then you do like a regular polish, and then you do a gel top once it's fully dry, and then it extends the wear of it. Yeah, face masks. I mean, I have some little paper face masks that I usually try to remember to be a good example and wear when I'm working with like pigments and stuff. I mean, it depends too how much you want to do your nails. Like a little paper mask isn't too bad, but it depends too whether that would be enough. And then it's like, well, you could get like you could get like a respirator, but it's like, okay, do you really want to wear a respirator to do your nails? But a little mask, that's a really great suggestion, Fuzzy. Went with an Oreo Fudge Royal Blizzard instead. That doesn't sound bad either. I mean, is the fudge royal, is that like a swirl of fudge in there, or is that the kind of chocolate ice cream? I'm not with the chocolate ice cream blizzards. I'm not against anybody who is, as I always say. I'm super weird with my food choices, so anybody else is also allowed to be super weird with their food choices. Yeah, pure acetone makes things go so much faster. Also, hello, Sakrista. I don't think I said hello. Bainey's such a log. I don't know if I can get him without getting all my boxes in the background. See him there? See his little head? Come back to your chair, Beanie. I remember really, really digging cookie dough blizzards. I mean, cookie dough, period. If I were to go out, I would try to find a way to go to Nadia Cakes and get cookie dough while I was out. Like, oh, I'm finally leaving the house to run errands. Oh, what very important errands did you have to run in this rough Minnesota winter? Well, you see, I needed vodka and cookie dough. Super, super urgent to my weekend plans. Not together, though, I don't think. Much as vodka gets along with me, I don't know if it would get along with a large quantity of cookie dough in my stomach. Oh, closed for the winter. We have one that's closed, but there's another one that's fairly close that's still open. Okay. Got a nice clean surface. Do we want to go or probably toward the outside of my finger, like flowing that way? I'm too close again. I dropped it. Like this instead of like this. I don't know if you guys can even. So they would all go toward that way instead of. I mean, I guess it's super minor. Hey, Beflor. Thank you, Erica. Yeah, I've joked before. Like, one day I'm just going to come on here with no makeup or anything. But, like, everybody has that one thing of makeup that they can't do without. Some people, you know, always have lipstick. Some people always have mascara. I always have my brows on. My friend tried to tell me the other day, she's like, I've never seen you without your brows on. I was like, you have too. You were such a liar. And then she came over and I wasn't streaming, so I didn't have any makeup on. And we were like, I don't know, half hour or something in the visit. I was like, you know, I don't have any eyebrows on. And she looked, she was like, well, but you still have brows. I was like, well, yeah, I still have brows, but they're not like anything to write home about. Oops. Yeah, I really like working from home. I had gotten very lazy with my makeup. Also because I'd had like a thing where my allergies had been affecting my eyes a lot, and it was like I couldn't deal with anything, and I kind of just like pulled back from wearing eyeshadow or anything, and then it was just like I didn't really bother again. And if I wasn't going out, like, why even bother? But now I feel like I should be ready to stream some days, because some days I don't know if I'm going to stream until I just get the feeling and I'm like, I should stream. Or if I'm planning to stream, then obviously it's like, let's be camera ready here. I mean, I'm not trying to be fancy. I mean, there's no There's no foundation going on here. You can see quite a bit of shininess on my brow from my lamp right here. I don't think I look too bad. I've gotten used to seeing myself in the webcam. It's awkward. Like, it's still kind of awkward. Nice thing about live streams is I don't have to listen to my own voice like I do when I'm editing my tutorials. Because live streams, no editing. Best part about them. I mean, second to interacting with all my fans. Oh, well, laughing but serious, is that what they say? And steal your brushes, I imagine. I know we have some other moms in here that would feel that struggle. I mean, I don't know nothing about kids stealing my shit, thankfully. But I can imagine. Yeah, well, and I've been told that before, so that doesn't help either. But I mean, I've been doing it for so long, I've kind of just like, I have like a psychic callus to hearing my own voice. I'm just like, it's still awkward, but I'm just so used to it being awkward that I just do it. That's not my least favorite part of editing anymore, but I still hate editing. Okay, guys. So, 12 drops, very skinny chevrons, petals toward the outside of the finger. And sometimes, like, of course you can always turn the cup once you're finished drawing your design. But sometimes if I do know, like, that I'm going to want the petals going toward the outside of the finger, I'll consider that so I don't have to move it around too much. Especially when I'm recording, just because I feel like it's a little bit less distracting. And sometimes if I'm not, like, it's a balance paying attention to the camera and paying attention to the nails. And I've had tutorials where I turn it, and as I turn it, I, like, do something like that. And it just irritates me. So I try to picture, like, so this, since I'm going to, of course, which way am I going to, how many nails am I going to dip here? If we could do 3 and 2. Middle 3 and then 2. Or no. If we go this way, I probably should do 2 at a time. I should do 2, like, ring and pinky, and then these 2. We could maybe do the thumbs together again, you guys. Hey, Angel. Yes, we are just, we're all prepared. I'm sure this looks super weird. We've got tape and latex and a base color, and we are just about to do this and put it on my nails. So, whatever time you join the stream, as long as it's not the end of the stream, you are just in time for good shit when it's nail stream. I realized I said, I'm like, you're just in time. Okay, 2 nails at a time. Not 3, but we'll maybe do our thumbs, our thumbs. I mean, you have a stake in my fingers, apparently. We'll maybe do the thumbs together. All right, everything's ready. Probably have to adjust the zoom here a little bit. I need to adjust you guys a little bit too. Oh, actually, you guys are good. Maybe just a little bit more, and then you can see the bottles. You can see if I knock over any bottles, which I'll try not to. It feels inevitable sometimes. I try to keep them to the side, because usually what I'll do, well, you know, if you watch on YouTube, is I'll take a still from the video as the thumbnail. And it just looks a little cleaner if there's not bottles all clustered up at the side. And it's easier if I don't have to, like, Photoshop them out. So, if you were curious why I don't keep my bottles closer to the cup, that's why. If you're just starting out water marbling, like, for real, put your cup, like, literally as close to your bottles as possible without it being, like, clunky in the way. Yeah, I don't know if I don't feel like I say the same thing during Hollow Knight, but maybe I do. Because the thing is, like, you're aiming for the bullseye and you're trying to get enough polish to drip into the bullseye, but you don't want to drip before you get over the cup. And, like, moving them farther away just makes things I'll go ahead and say it, unnecessarily complicated. Like if you're doing this for yourself and you're not trying to like shoot a tutorial and think ahead to thumbnails and stuff that like go through my mind, make things as easy on yourself as possible. Like you don't have to do it the way a YouTuber does it, because part of the reason the YouTuber's doing it that way is because they're recording it. A lot of stuff is like that. A lot of stuff is unnecessarily awkward because you're trying to get it on camera. So, let's pray for good bullseye spread. Oops. Make sure we're all loose here. As usual, for water marbling, I'm working in a 5-ounce paper cup filled with room temperature filtered water. That navy drop was scary. It fell really quick and it fell from too high, and I thought it was going to go right down to the bottom. But we lucked out and it didn't. Alright. This is good. This is fine. That's not ideal, but it's fine. You see how it's like not quite centered? We're gonna go ahead and draw the pole there. Once your bullseye is complete, you can go ahead and start drawing in your design. I'm gonna go from the center outward, and then I'm just gonna draw on some very skinny flower petals. Was I leaning? So sticky. I had to have been leaning. And I just didn't realize it. Leaning results in me blowing on the surface in some cases, which I discovered last week. I need to have better posture when I'm drawing. Once you've got your design drawn in, you can go ahead and adjust the angle so that it's comfortable for you to dip your nails. Go ahead and line them up where you'd like them in the design, and then go ahead and dip in. With your orange stick, go ahead and remove any excess polish from the surface so that that doesn't stick to your design. And once everything is clean, you can go ahead and pull slowly out. And there's the water marble. I'm going to go ahead and remove the protection I used. Just grab the tape with a pair of tweezers and carefully pull everything off. And then once I've finished water marbling all my nails, I'll go back and finish cleanup with a small brush dipped in acetone. Pretty good, you guys. Pinky's a little bit crooked. I'm not sure if you can tell. We'll look closer in a minute. But that was pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, Evan. I'm hanging in there. But this manicure is turning out awesome. So that's great. Let's hope we get another good bullseye here. Let me sit up. I just realized I was leaning. And that's how it happens. Like, I don't even realize I'm doing it. It feels easier to like drip in the right spot of the bullseye, but I don't think that's actually true. You know what I mean? Like leaning in closer, I don't know. Obviously, I can still aim from way back here, so to speak. A little bit of a lopsidedness there. And like I said before, that's probably where I'll pull the design to try and even it out a little bit. Especially after that. Especially after that. So we're going to go through this lopsided part and then down here. It's still not ideal. I'm going to have to see how this looks when I maybe we can just get this end really good. See how this one is wetter and it's not sticking when I draw to the far edge of the cup? It's just still nice and wet. Alright. I feel like that got a little bit weird. I'm still going to keep it though. I'm just going to try and get like... yeah. Hope that was good. Dipping really is, I mean, aside from finding polishes that cooperate, dipping is like, dipping is the dangerous part. That smeared it. Can you guys see? You can't see. I can see it. I missed my grab with the fucking tweezers and I smeared it. Right there. See it? Right there. I think it's mainly the navy. Let's grab a little bit of the navy. We'll fix this right now. It's minor. I mean, you really couldn't see it until I like super zoomed in. Filling that a little bit with the navy. And then a little bit with the blurple. There we go. Minor polish surgery completed. So, if I were to... Stop. If I were to... Okay, if I'm considering several things here. Actually, do I want a little bit more navy on that? No, I'm going to leave it alone. Well, no. Little tiny bit more navy. A little tiny bit more navy. Then I'll leave it alone. Like, you can still see it's like a noticeably light patch. Maybe I need some of the dark gray. Like, just a little bit. Like, would that be like right kind of here? Sorry, I'm off camera. I'm like just looking so close at this. No, still needs more navy. Whoa. Then I'm gonna stop messing with it. There, it's less light now. It looks a little lumpy, but the top coat will smooth that out. Just doesn't have that little obvious light spot there. Pandora Tali, thank you for the follow. Okay, so like when you look at your whole hand, like in everything's, that's actually too far out. Like these are all going this way. Then you have your thumb. Sometimes I actually like the way it looks if you reverse it on the thumb, because when you go like this, then it actually looks like it's going the same direction. So if I want to do that, I think I want the loops going down. So could I? I'm thinking about the thumbs. So if I do that for both of them, that actually should be fine, I think. If I'm visualizing this correctly. So let's just do up my thumb instead of trying to do my whole other hand, and then we'll do the thumbs together, and then we'll beanie, and then we'll latex the rest of the hand and tape the rest of the hand. Beanie, why you don't want to hang out with us, Bean? Come here. I'll give you a treat. Beanie. I'll give you a treat if you come over here in your chair. Can we bargain? Homie? Come on, Beanie. You're not being much of a stream mascot today. Being a little butthead and going over there on the bed. Okay. Let's give this a sec to dry. And this finished version looks a lot different than that Snowy Branches one, actually. I mean, the blue is really popping out. I still have no idea what to call this. Dark and bright blue? I mean, like, it's dark, but then the blue is like, hey, psst, look at me. I'm a really cool blue. Oh. Come here. Yeah, settle right there. Settle in Beanie's chair. Huh? He's a good boy. Just settle right there. Yeah, good boy. I know I said I'd give you a treat, but you didn't do it that time. You don't get a treat this time. Oh, I've got a huge crick in my neck. Oh, there it went. Did you guys hear it? Oh. No, that was actually only about half of it. I lied. I can still feel it. I hate that feeling. Like when you know you just need to get a good crack, and then you get a crack and you're like, oh, it's fixed, and then you're like, oh, it's not fixed. Oh, the name of the silver nail polish. I'm sorry, Evan. I didn't see that initially. I'm a little bit distracted today. It is OPI Unfrost My Heart. And it's like super, super metallic and nice. Oh. You can really see that dent in my thumb? I don't know what I did. I mean, it's most of the way grown out now, but I think I've shown this to you guys before. It gets so obvious when I've got just like a coat of color on and no top coat. I don't know what I did to get that ding in there. I've got one in this one too. It's farther down, but it's kind of the same. Do you see it? What have I been doing to my thumbs? Like accidentally slamming them in doors? Miss Gaming Novus, thank you. He is a pretty adorable boy. And he knows it. You so cute, Beanie. He's so cute. Yeah, for sure, Fuzzy. I mean, that's part of the nice part too. I was mentioning that at the beginning of the video when I was talking to the YouTube people in the future, that I'm really happy that people are, you know, finding some value in me archiving everything there. Maybe one more notch out. Oh, we can get the bottles a little bit closer now. He reminds you of your cat, Tiger. He has a lot of like cats that look like they could be his twin out there. Like, I never knew how many adorable gray cats there were until I got Beanie. And sometimes I posted a picture one time. Aw, Beanie. And somebody posted a picture of their gray cat, like, laying in even exactly the same position. It was like literally his twin. Okay, so we'll clean this off. And I think I'm still doubting. No, this should work. This should work. Like last time it was okay. I think we can do it again this time. So, like anybody that's new to water marbling, a huge part of marbling is cleaning off the surface so that any excess polish doesn't, like, you know, float back and get on top of the design on your nails and look weird. And when I dip both of my thumbs in the cup, like, I don't have any more hands left to clean up the surface. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I managed it last time. So we'll just have to think good, happy thoughts. Oh, thought that was going to fall off early. Come on. Alrighty, we've got a good bullseye here. Slight drift, so we're going to pull this direction. And oh, we've got a slightly dry slide. Oh, you know what? I'm so dumb. I'm absolutely so dumb. I thought about this in a different capacity earlier, and it did not occur to me that it would affect the water marbling either. Thank you for the host, Miss Gaming Novus. I've got a fan on, you guys. I am an idiot. I should turn it off, but we're almost done now. We managed. I feel so silly. Because I was literally thinking about, like, do I need to turn it off or do I need to put on a filter? And I decided that no, when I asked before, people said it wasn't even noticeable, and so I probably didn't need to turn it off or set a filter. But, well, hello, for water marbling, of course it would have been better to turn it off. Okay, so we're going to dip 2 thumbs at once. And we're just going to hope for the best. Get these bottles out of the way here so I hopefully don't knock them over. Okay, guys. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the tough part comes here, because, like, I should have put the orange stick in my mouth, like I said I should have last time. Like, there's... Oh, no. Did you touch each other? Like, if I can... You see how it's sticking to my knuckle as I turn it back and forth? Okay, I've created a clear spot. Oh, yeah. And... So like I said, awkward. And I swear I bumped them into each other at some point, but I can't see it. I actually like this one better, which I had a harder time seeing where I was aiming. Oh, dark gray black with orange hues and stripes colors. I love all cats. Honestly. I thought when I got Beanie that I would like decide what kind of cat I want and then like pick out a cat like that. Like I thought maybe I wanted another calico because Frisky was calico, or I did think it would be nice to get another polydactyl cat because sometimes polydactyl cats don't get any love. But I actually, over all the weeks that I was going to the Humane Society, I never saw one. But Beanie kind of picked me. Like when we were in the little visiting room, like he literally came and sat on my lap just like he'll sit on my lap now. Like kind of just like force himself in there like a little baby and just like snug all in there. Looking good, you guys. Alright, we're going to need 2 more cups, but first we got to protect the rest of my right hand. So, tape. Oh, you can't see. You guys saw the first hand. Of course, not everybody was here for the first hand. Okay, let's move the tape out of the way. We'll scoot it right there. So the tape just goes around the side of the finger, like right next to the sidewall. Tisogi, thank you for the follow. I hope I said that right. So just right around both sides and like around the tip. And using tape on the sides keeps your fingers from sticking together like they tend to do with liquid latex. And using latex on the knuckle allows you to be able to continue bending your fingers, which is difficult if you use tape all around. So, one side, around the tip, and down the other side. God, I really got a lot of polish on my hands. Sorry. Guess it's kind of inevitable. Then we've got our liquid latex here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make some a little bit less floppy. Oh, somewhere along the line I dented. We've got a ding in this nail here. Thank you for the follow, Miss Gaming Novus. And where is my notification window, actually? I'm like looking at as they pop up in OBS. And sometimes that doesn't always work out. Okay, so latex. This is cheap latex body paint from Amazon. Why is this pinky tape going so weird? There, I guess it's fine. Which is a fairly recent switch for me, but I've been really pleased with how it works and like how the consistency is holding up. It's still, you know, very easy to work with, very smooth. I'm not getting a lot of goobers and weird things. I have been using a lot of it, but included in the order with my new camera is some syringes, so we won't have a disaster the next time I need to fill it up from the big tub, because it actually comes in like a 4-ounce tub. So this that I have it in is just an empty polish bottle that I had around. Wow, that's weird tape. Oh well. Oh, I really need to think about what I'm or wait, are we having? I'll have to see. This seems to happen very often when we get to the right hand, that my mind starts to wander off of nails and toward food. I guess it's kind of inevitable. Maybe I should start forcing myself to eat breakfast on stream days. It's so hard though. Like even on Sundays, when I do force myself to eat before stream, which is, you know, I try to make it at 6. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like it. I need a little bit more acetone. Oh, it's fine. Let's get out a little bit more. That should be fine. And then after we finish these 2 dips, we'll do the cleanup, and then you guys, top coat. Top coat is the best coat. Oh. Watching people go over the ice humps in the street, it's like, you're gonna break your car. Like, some people are going like reasonably, and some people are going like your shocks are going to be shit after this. Like, you're just abusing your car, like going way too fast over this very rigid and it's just melting and so gross. But like the ice is chunky thick, especially like at the ends of the alley and stuff like that. I'll be glad when spring is actually officially here, not just this end of winter crap, which is lame. Okay, so be very mindful, of course. Like, tape can be slippery. Don't drop a stem, a brush, because you got tape on your hands. I've done it. I've certainly done it. I try to be very, very mindful of it. Yeah, these are really spreading very well. We kind of lucked out today, you guys. I mean, we did several experiments, but as far as the colors go, the colors worked from the get-go. And that is really, as you've seen when we do testing, it's really pretty rare. Like, most of the time there's one color that's being difficult or that needs to be replaced or switched out or something, and this is really going well. Kind of lopsided here again, and I'm trying to decide. I'm actually gonna do this, and then we're gonna go this way. So it should, like, pulling all this down, like pulling the end that's too far to the side down, kind of is evening it out again. And again, being mindful of the dry edge. Like, don't force it. You can force it to an extent, but don't, like, try to go all the way to the edge of the cup if it's really not wanting you to. Okay, so we want these going outward. So we want to go like this. So let's go right about here. Oh, I'm questioning that pinky dip. I feel like it went crooked as I was going into the water. Possibly even worse than the other hand. And I can't see yet. Oh, and you guys were not properly lined up. I apologize. Oh, it's fine. It's a little farther over than what I wanted, but it's fine. Those are both good. Yeah. Hey, Nacho Hope. It's so bad, Fuzzy. It's like, and I know there's limited they can do, like, when it's cold. But, like, come on, you gotta do something. You gotta do something here. Yeah. Alright, one more cup. Where you guys can see it. There, that's better. That's a better angle. Thank you for the follow, Nacho. Yeah, this pinky is the most crooked one. And it's not so crooked that it's like, oh my god. Like, I mean, I notice it, because of course I do. But I don't think it's like, it's not ruining my enjoyment of this manicure. Thankfully. I don't know. I'm not in that nitpicky of a mood today. I definitely think, I mean, I can't not point it out, because that just, like, isn't me. But there are definitely days when that would bother me more than it bothers me today. Today it's just kind of like, that's a thing that happened. It's not a thing I'm too mad about right now. Minor in the grand scheme of things, and some days that's easier to remember or remind yourself than others. Alright. So again, we're drifting a little bit. So we're really thinking about like which sides are symmetrical, so that when we're drawing our petals, those are symmetrical. So we've kind of divided the cup in half evenly. And just trying to keep, the other thing of course is, you know, keeping these petals the same width for all your nails, or close to the same width for all your nails. And all within the cup too. Like that one was a little bit wide. Doesn't have to be exact. But your eye sometimes will pick up surprisingly when it's not exact. Like your eye picks up on patterns and things. Now this is kind of weird because I don't like this area right here where it went kind of crooked. But I think I'm going to deal with it. If I can just... Can I get one more in here? Not more than that. Okay, let's stop while we're ahead. Okay. Cross your fingers. Hold your breath. There we go. I hope that turned out okay. It's always real frustrating when like the last cup is weird. It's okay. It looks a little bit weird. I'm talking about the index finger here. Like you see how there's only like the 2 obvious swoops of silver? Like really there should be like 4 visible swoops of silver like there is on the nail next to it and most of the other ones. Almost all the nails, if you notice, have about 4 petals. And this one has 4 petals, but like the way the silver is lined up was lopsided, so you don't get... It's another one. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'm also not mad about it. It's not drastic enough to make it look inconsistent to the other nails. Hey, Amethyst. Oh, come on. Okay, let's pay attention. Let's not read chat while we're removing our protection. That sounds like a bad idea. Your birthday's Friday and you're turning 19. Happy early birthday. Oh, so young. Enjoy it while you can. That sounds like super like old lady, but to go see me, I don't have anywhere you can go see me. I do not have like a salon. I can't imagine. That would be so weird. I mean, this would be weird to some people, but it's normal to me. Okay, so we can finally do a little bit more recording. Do a little bit of cleanup. Actually, I'm going to do my thumb already first, because it's really bugging the heck out of me. This one too. I think it must have been from maybe removing protection at some point and pulling it off with the tweezer. I bet that's what it was. Amethyst, you're right. I see it. It's like that, yeah. I mean, it's not quite exactly City of Tears colors, but I feel the vibe. I don't know what this is called yet, because I don't know. It didn't come out of any particular it didn't come out of any particular inspiration. It just came out of digging in the drawer and pulling out colors. So get some of these extra bits. And of course, under the nail, it's pretty inevitable that you will marble the underside of your nail a little bit or a lot. Sometimes I feel like it's actually, you get less on the underside when your nails are a little bit longer. Whoa. But with a Q-tip, it's pretty easy. And then of course we've got our usual brush. polish remover. Acetone, I should say. 100% acetone. I mean, it is a polish remover, but it's not, I guess, a regular polish remover, if you want to say. That was a little bit much on the cuticle cleanup, but I should try a rounded brush, like I was saying that I was, because Music Gal uses a rounded brush, and I think I have a couple in one of my last nail art brush sets that I would probably never use for nail art because they're kind of on the larger side. The silver is being kind of a butt to clean up. Like it's leaving little silver sparklies behind itself everywhere. But, I mean, it could be worse. It could be black. And I will get caught up with chat in just a sec here once we're done recording this segment. The left-hand segment. Maybe I should dig out a round brush for the right hand to try right now. Are they? I think they might not be easily accessible. I should get it out though, so that I can try it, like next time. Which, I mean, the plan is Saturday should be next nail art stream. Maybe a testing stream at some point between then and now, but probably not. Like tomorrow. Like I said, the space heaters have been doing really well at keeping the house warm. But tomorrow, I didn't want to put off stream until tomorrow because that's when they're actually taking out the old furnace, the asbestos abatement guys. And they're going to have like the negative air machine thing going the whole time. And so that's going to create more of a, like a draft and a suction or whatever you want to call it than like just sitting here with the house all closed up. So I'm not confident that on that particular day, I mean, I'm kind of thinking that since I'm all the way upstairs and the space heater is right in my room, I'll probably be fine. But I don't want to count on being able to keep it like this warm, like 74 degrees in my room, which is like ideal for water marbling, tomorrow. And Friday, of course, is grandma's, but depending on the timing of that, maybe I will be able to sneak in some testing. But otherwise, Saturday will be testing and a manicure, like today was. And I'll have to see. What are we at now? 2:38. That's not too bad. I feel like lately I've been trying to pay attention and stuff. Like some of the really long live streams, I should possibly consider breaking into 2 portions. Like if I'd spent longer on the testing, break it into a testing and then an extended tutorial instead of having them all like just in one. Because I can do that in Twitch and then export them like one at a time. I don't have to like mess around downloading it. Twitch will let me like highlight the first half and the second half and then export each one to to YouTube. Oh. A football team. Steelers? Are these Steelers colors, anyone? Let's see here. Or Cowboys? Dallas Cowboys are blue and silver? I think. Maybe? Anyone? Where are all my boys? That's sexist, isn't it? Not just boys watch football, and not all boys watch football. I'm sorry, boys. I'm sorry, girls. I'm sorry, everyone. No, I know that. I know a lot of the girls here are into football too, because I've seen you guys as football themed nails already. Cowboys. Okay. At least I knew it was the Cowboys. I don't completely live in a closet. Just mostly. especially now that I don't watch much like actual TV. It's like my social common knowledge is lower than it used to be. But I don't really miss it. Like, I feel like I still am able to keep in the know about things I care about or like super important things without like dwelling on, all this crap that doesn't really matter, that I don't really care about, or that I can't, directly affect. All of which is just kind of like, oh, it's like another way of stress management. I highly recommend it. If there's like a show you want to watch, most shows are available like online with no or fewer commercials. And I think they're different commercials than what you see on TV too. Because they're like a bunch of weird like app commercials and stuff. It's like, I don't recall ever seeing a commercial like this on TV. And I do watch normal TV every now and then, but... Oops. That was a little messy. A little bit messy of a cleanup. Oh, I am tired too. I wanted to get up and just... Like, it wasn't early, but it was early for me. Just so that I was out of the way when the guy came to start doing the prep for the asbestos stuff, because they're actually going to be here today. I think they're here right now. And they were originally supposed to come a little bit earlier in the day, so I just didn't want to be on my usual super late schedule and be around in there, because there's an event in there. I don't know exactly what prep they're doing today, but I'm assuming they may be covering all the vents and getting like the plastic and shit set up, so that tomorrow all I have to do is turn on the thingy and start taking stuff out. Alright, we're almost done with cleanup. Cody Cat. Glow in the dark, yes. It's like the kind that I had was the kind that's kind of like the stars that you stick on your ceiling, so that they glowed after you exposed them to bright light. Do I have... Let me see if I can just like really quickly find a picture. I think I can. The trick too is excuse me, like taking a picture of the glow in the dark stuff is super difficult. Where the heck, what did I call these? Did I call them something weird? Do I not have them on YouTube? They must be on here. I must have called them something weird. Hello? Let's just see. I don't want to get too sidetracked with this. I thought I would find it by now. I can't find them. Oh well. But yes, I have. And I actually have some that it's like they absorb light quickly enough, and they're in a clear plastic shoebox that sometimes like at night after I've turned off the lights and gone to bed, I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck is that? And they're like glowing in the box. But they're not all created equal. Just Vikings, Packers, and Broncos. You're a girl? Yeah. I mean, I try not to assume for those that I don't know, but boys and girls, everybody's welcome. We've actually got a surprising amount of boys that hang out for one reason or another. I've been told that the water marbling and nail art is what did that one dude call it? Surprisingly entertaining. I was like, well, thank you, I think. And I think I don't find it surprising either, because I know you know, not everybody that watches my nails is interested in doing their nails, whether they're a boy or a girl. So there's an entertainment value in addition to the educational value. Luke, hello. Yes, we don't have a name for them yet, but we have managed to come up with this. I didn't have any plan when I started, but oh, yours only works if it's over a lighter color, Cody. Well, so there's two kinds. There's like glow in the dark polish, and then there's like a glow in the dark like topper coat that is just glow in the dark on its own. And I think the ones that I have used and had the best success are those that are just glow in the dark on their own. I have a couple bottles of just the glow in the dark topper, and I'm trying to think if I've ever actually used them. But it doesn't surprise me that they work better over lighter colors. I mean, I don't fully understand how it works, but like most of the stuff that uses that technology, like I was saying, like the stars that go on your ceiling, they are white things. And most of the ones that I have that are their own, that are glow in the dark on their own, are on the lighter side, like pastel to neon, rather than like really dark colors. Like I've never seen like a super dark glow in the dark blue. That'd be freaking pretty cool, actually. I mean, this might just end up being the blue OPI water marble, and I feel like that's a real silly name, especially right after doing the purple Orly one. Like, lost all my creativity of naming manicures, but I'm just gonna press these couple bubbles flat. Sorry, I was off camera there. In fact, maybe we're just like a notch too close. Maybe that better. I don't have a ton of bubbles in this. Well, most nails don't have a ton of bubbles. Some of them have a couple. See that one right there? We're just going to press them flat so they don't pop when we do top coat. Hopefully. The thumb has several. There. See them? Thumb has more than most of the other nails. And this is also a time when it's kind of good that I did not go with the white base, because I feel like that would be super, super obvious if we got popped bubbles in this one. The bluer base, I don't think should cause a problem. Let's press these couple. Yeah, both the thumbs. I wonder if it's because sometimes, one thing that can sometimes cause bubbles is if you let it, like, when you dip your nails in after you draw the design is not as urgent as actually drawing the design. But if it gets too dry, that can lead to bubbles, because it's like, it's getting a little stiffer, it's getting less flexible, it's less able to just cling to your nail, I guess. You know, that's so funny. We were gonna, so I had when we were first testing this, I was saying it looked very much like a couple others that I had done, one which was called a Snowy Branches water marble, and then I was like, well, this one's looking more like it's at nighttime. I'm like, maybe this is the I don't think we said moonlight night. I think we said dark of night water marble or something, but I was thinking of it, and then I was like, well, it's not really, nothing in the pattern says that, but now you said that, so maybe it's got more of that vibe than I thought. This one is really silver. I would say, I mean, I'm okay with it, but I would say that nail probably bothers me most. I feel like it's least consistent, even over this one, which only got like the two silver petals instead of the 4. But the color balance is more consistent. Ah, well. I think I did say when I dipped this one that it was like I wanted this to be a little bit more that direction, but it's still good. And it's time, you guys. Style and silver and sapphire. I like that too. It's time for the best thing. Time for top coat. Is that close enough? Anybody want to be closer? Heart of, yeah, that was a big, was that a blue diamond or a sapphire? Once you've, what is that? I guess it's just a piece of blue. Oh well, I kind of want to move it, like just a little bit, like that. I guess that's okay. Or let's, I don't know. I mean, obviously the napkin's gonna be dirty because we've been doing cleanup, but I don't know. That just looked like a really dirty spot. Okay. Let's try that again. Once you've finished cleanup, you can add a top coat, and as usual, I'm using Seche Vite. Ooh, top coat. A part of me kind of wants to go like a starry night direction too, because there are some places where the silver is doing kind of a blendy thing, but because the silver is like kind of more of a foily metallic, instead of just being a gradient, it's like a scattering of glitter. Maybe just silver and deep blue. I mean, that's still kind of a generic name, but it's less generic than blue OPIs. And it gives credit to the silver, which I think does add like a lot to the design. We were originally also going to use a white, but the white was not doing well over the darker base colors. Whereas the blue that you see popping, like with metallic little flashes, that was doing way better over the darker bases and was more of like the highlight of the manicure, I feel. I just love the way it's like it's dark and then you like hit just a slightly different angle and it's like it's blue. Alright, one more hand to top coat. The bubbles on this were super, super minor too, so I might not need a second layer of top coat like I have needed lately, which would be kind of nice. I mean, not like I don't have plenty of freaking top coat. I just topped off my Seche Vite bottle recently from the big bottle, which is actually like it's more than half gone. I'll have to order a new bottle probably after Water Marble March, or a new set. They come in like a box that has the big refill bottle and like a regular size bottle, which oh, there's a, when did I do that? You see it? I don't know if I should mess with that or I'm not gonna mess with it. I should. I don't. See what I'm talking about right there? That dent? I think I'm just going to top coat it and hope that it smooths out and is invisible. Rather than... Okay. I made the right call. I can see it, but it's not like... It's not the end of the world. Probably would have been equally as visible, but in a different way if I'd have tried to do polish surgery on it. So pretty. It reminds me a lot of China Glaze Frostbite. Is kind of similar to this, not quite as dark, but kind of like where the glow of it hits you from different angles. Yeah, I mean it's definitely visible there, but it's fine. Especially considering how hungry I am. It's fine. I really like how these turned out, you guys. We started the stream with no idea what was going to go on. And we ended with awesomeness. So I appreciate all you guys coming along with me on this ride. I gotta find something for dinner. Excuse me. And then today or tomorrow I really should do some Hollow Knight, because I haven't done any of the weekly stuff. I thought about doing it last night. I saw Luke doing it last night and I was like, I can't watch because I can't be spoiled. And I was like, I should have done it earlier in the week. And then I felt silly, and then I saw Luke posted a really good time. And now I'm like everybody's posted such good times this week. Like I kind of want to I might have to host you. I lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I think I am going to send you guys over here. So I need to I need to do that, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it offline or online, but I may be streaming that after dinner. So, you're welcome, Fuzzy. I hope I can send you on to some more distraction. I'm just going to host rather than raid, because this is not like one of my close friends where I just want to raid you guys all in. But some of you guys may be familiar with her from YouTube. Made You Look is a makeup artist and body painter, and it looks like she's about to start playing Hollow Knight. So that's like ticking all my boxes. And yeah, Polish Soul, I may do some Hollow Knight. I would say less than 50% chance, but more than 25% chance. So, oh, no worries, Luke. Thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't watch your stream last night because I didn't want to see spoilers. I was like, well, maybe I'll just watch and I'll not do it another week. I was like, no, don't be a bum. But yeah, I'm gonna host you guys over to Made You Look, and you know, raids send you directly there. Hosts just shows it on my channel. If you want to go over and join her chat, there'll be a little button that'll take you to her channel. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. Actually, before I do that, anybody that is new, feel free to join in Discord. Can share your nail pics, your animal pics, your food pics, and get announcements when I go live, since Twitch can be unreliable. But yeah, I think that's all. Thank you guys so much. I'm feeling better than when I started the stream, and I hope you guys are feeling better too. I hope everybody has a great evening, afternoon, or morning, wherever you are. And I hope I'll see you next time.
Hey, Q-Trix. How are you? Jeopardy. Alright, so Jeopardy is a game in which they give you the answers to questions, and then you have to answer with a question. Didn't know it was only in the US. Alright, let's just leave it. Maybe because I was messing with the things. Let's just leave it. Let's just leave everything in there. Just don't touch it.
Let's welcome today's contestants.
I was like, oh no. Yeah, 2010 Entertainment Awards. I'm like, I don't even watch award ceremonies. I have no idea. Jessica and Margaret here.
Let's play
I don't know.
Jeopardy.
Do they know? I know. I don't know that.
Ivories.
What is
Trends.
what is tickling an ivory? This is gonna be a problem.
Harry.
This is gonna be so bad. I don't even like that a category is hairy. I might know my eye.
Company name origins.
This is a problem. We're in trouble. Chat, we're in major trouble right now. This is gonna be a big issue. I don't even know what tickling an ivory means.
It's your turn to choose a category.
Okay, we'll do your eye for 200. The amount of light entering the eye is controlled by the pupil. I know this. Buzz, boom. Here we are. Here we go, chat. Here we go, chat. Here we go.
Yes.
Chat, I know what's going on. See, you guys know too. Eye for 400. Don't laugh, but behind the cornea is a chamber filled with clear fluid called the... I don't know what we're gonna guess. Well, it says don't laugh, so you'd assume giggle.
No.
Oh! Must be comedy. Oh, it is humor. Oh! I didn't know. See, now I'm out of control. Now they're doing tickle ivories. Oh, I'm not gonna know any of this, guys. Chat. If you know this, you need to hurry. Because there's a time, and I'm gonna buzz in, and this is all up to you. Everyone better tell me. Hurry, 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 hurry. Chat, 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 chat. I need you. I need you real quick. Chat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Indeed.
Thank you, Salamandu. You just completely, boom. Look at that. 10 out of 10. We took it back. We're going back to our eyeball for 1,000. These tear glands wash. What do you mean? It's gotta be A.
That's it.
Because I know the other glands. I didn't know that one, but I'm like, that's the only one that's left that I didn't know what it was technically called. Okay, your eye for 800. Vitamin necessary for production of visual purple. Deficiency leads to vitamin E for eye.
Wrong.
Ah! What are these questions? Are hard. See, at least Storm said oh no, Storm said vitamin A. I was like, Storm knows.
Player 2, it's your turn to
Oh,
choose
I'm
a
out of control.
category.
Okay, you Jane. This actress played Jenna
Stop
Maroney
streaming,
on
Colette.
30 Rock. Oh god, guys, I need help. I need help. I don't know these answers.
As
I
I'm
don't know
sitting
these
here
answers. All right,
doing
I'm going.
secondary
Oh, no.
cleanup
Margaret got it.
and listening to Lex.
All right,